What up, guys? Mad Scientist 7890 here, back at you with the In the Lab video. Been about a week and a half since I've done a video. Kind of just haven't had the urge to make one, but finally a lot of different things going on here, so I thought I would talk about them. Mostly just gonna go WWE, TNA, and Ring of Honor, and kind of just talk about everything that's going on with what's big in each company. First, I'm gonna hit Raw here. WWE with Raw is basically Raw. I guess is going to be going 3 hours in July 23rd. The thousandth Raw actually, which is going to be here in St. Louis, and I already have tickets for, and it's going to be awesome. Can't wait for that. I don't know. More like I've always thought, like more wrestling is better, but I don't know, it just seems like as of right now, there's a lot of filler going on. There's a lot of just kind of pointless matches happening on Raw. This could be a great opportunity for, I guess, for them to build up feuds better and storylines to make a better pay-per-view match, I guess, or build towards a pay-per-view match. So, I mean, I think that would be a good idea, but with this whole viral campaign they're doing kind of right now, Revolution X or some, I think it's terrible, but looks like they may be bringing in a lot of talent at once or something like that. Maybe even it seems like they might do just an all cruiserweight type show for their YouTube channel, or just a cruiserweight show for their network, or they're just bringing cruiserweights back in general. Seems like something that they might be doing. So that's another thing with the Revolution thing. So if they're adding on an extra hour, I definitely could see maybe them adding cruiserweights to Raw or something like that. And with the amount of talent they have in FCW and the guys they're getting ready to be bringing up, which, I mean, since WrestleMania they've debuted 4 or 5 people. So, it's just it's just nuts. They just keep bringing people up like crazy. So who knows what they're going to do with that. But like I said, Raw going 3 hours in July. Raw going live in July. 1000th Raw, July 23rd. I'll be there. Look for me. Probably won't be able to see me because I don't think our seats are very high. But I'm going to make a sign for this because I am excited, and I think this is going to be just an amazing thing to be at. The 1000th Raw. It's just something special. So next, I'm gonna hit talk a little TNA here. TNA rumor going around. TNA is supposedly here soon. Supposed to be going live, and I've been saying this for the last year. If you've watched any videos on my channel, that TNA's needed to go live. They need to go live. They're their spoilers are just I don't know. It just, to me, people just, I'd rather just at times just read TNA spoilers and just kind of just fast forward through the crap to watch the good stuff. That's really what I've been doing. Well, I have to. I cover a play-by-play for TNA for Sunset Flip wrestling show, so I watch the whole show, but I already know what's going to happen, and I kind of just know what I'm going to type beforehand anyway. But them going live, to me, I think is a good move, just in the aspect of people won't know. If when Rob Van Dam won the title, everybody knew. When anything happened, big on Impact, a title change or a debut or something crazy happened, everyone knew about it. When James Storm won the title, everyone knew about it before it happened. So those are the kind of moments that TNA needs to build a fan base. And I think that's a really smart move if they are going live. Another thing with TNA, got to mention a couple things. The Bully Ray Aries match was fantastic. Just oh my goodness, just great storytelling. Just the drama, just them playing off each other. Great match. If you haven't seen Bully Ray versus Aries, this is a great match. And then I believe hearing on when I watched Sacrifice, they said that if Rude made it past Sacrifice and then made it to Slammiversary, he'd be the longest reigning TNA Impact Heavyweight Champion or whatever. Quite obvious, he's probably going to make it to Slammiversary. He's probably not going to lose the title on Impact. So, Robert Roode or Bobby Roode, longest reigning TNA heavyweight champion. I think that's a great thing to give to a guy like Bobby Roode who's really busted his ass to get where he's at, and definitely the top guy in their whole company, I would say. So that's the news coming out of TNA. Basically, the stuff coming, at least the important stuff right now. And then the open fight night crap, which is I really don't like, but that's just me. And then finally, I'm going to talk Ring of Honor. At the same time, I'm pissed off at Ring of Honor, but at the same time, I'm happy with what they're trying to do, but I'm still kind of bored. Like I'm really 50-50 with Ring of Honor right now. Like I don't know. I don't know what to think about Ring of Honor right now. It's just kind of like just becoming more of a bothersome to follow their product than anything. Even to the point of even being worse than TNA at times. Not because of the quality of their wrestling, but just the booking and their troubles with pay-per-views and stuff. I was with J-Man from IWR. We got the Border Wars pay-per-view, and we did not get to see the whole show. The only thing we saw was the last 5 minutes of the tag main event, and then the main event where Steen won the title. I haven't seen the rest of the show, but apparently, since we didn't get it, I guess, they're still going to keep the money, but we're going to get Best in the World for free. So I think that's a good deal. If we can actually see it, if we actually get to see Best in the World. That's the thing. And then the big thing coming out of this was Border Wars, other than the problems. Kevin Steen won the title. The Wrestling's Greatest Tag Team won the titles back. Which, by the way, I'm going to talk about that right now. The finish to that was just horrendous. Just a horrible table spot, and then just ether. They just sprayed ether on Charles Haas sprayed ether on a rag and just put Mark Briscoe to sleep and pinned him. It was terrible. I thought it was horrible. But then they had Kevin Steen face Davey Richards in a good match, not a great match, definitely not to the standards of what I thought that both these guys could do. Almost upsetting because it wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be, but I mean, Kevin Steen won the title. I think they were banking on, Steen winning the title, and I said this in previous videos, and I changed my mind, at the last second, I thought, okay, Steen, against Davey Richards, this has to be a one-off match, Kevin Steen has to win the title in their first match. That's just the way it has to be. I didn't think that they would have, a series of matches. I just didn't think it was going to go like that. I thought Steen was going to win the title the first match they had, and they did. Well, closer towards the feud, I thought that they were going to do a screw job with, Davey maybe turning heel, having Cornette, screw Steen, and then build a feud that way. But they went on and let Steen win the title clean here. I think it's a smart move because of how hot he is right now. They went and pulled the trigger and finally did it and let Steen have the title. And I'm expecting Ring of Honor to pick up, and to be really entertain me again, because I've been really kind of disappointed with Ring of Honor 2012, with just a lot of things they've done, but that also leads into the last thing I'm going to talk about here, which is the Ring of Honor again as well, with the iPay-per-view problems. Gabe Sapolsky, basically. Didn't really get a lawsuit or anything, but got a letter from, Ring of Honor or whatever, I can't remember what it's called, to, basically he has to take down, he basically went on a rant on Facebook and basically said, Ring of Honor having pay-per-view problems again and blah, 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 and saying this and saying that, and saying they're horrible, and, there's always been bad blood between Gabe Sapolsky and Ring of Honor, and it's just one of those things where it's oh man, you just... Gabe Sapolsky just kind of lost it, and he apologized for it, and I believe he took down what he said about Ring of Honor, but Ring of Honor was going to take action against him for saying stuff. Apparently he signed some contract after he left Ring of Honor saying he wouldn't say anything bad about the company or anything, but Gabe Sapolsky seems to think now that the company's a totally different beast, it's a totally different monster, and it's completely changed. The whole background of it is changed. So I don't know, it just, that to me, it really sparked up just kind of a feud, an ongoing feud between Gabe and Ring of Honor, and Gabe should use this as fuel because apparently the last Dragon Gate shows at WrestleMania weekend they were better than the Ring of Honor shows. I heard the last Evolve show was the best Evolve show that ever happened. So, if they're doing better than Ring of Honor right now, which I believe they are. I haven't seen any Evolve shows this year, but I've seen Dragon Gate USA, and I've been very happy with what I've seen in Dragon Gate USA. So, I don't know. It's just interesting to see where that goes from there, but. So that's all my topics here, guys. Talked about WWE with their 3-hour roll, TNA going live, and Rude and all that stuff, and then Ring of Honor and its problems with pay-per-view, and Steen winning the title. So let me know what you guys think, guys. I'm going to get out of here. I'm the Mad Scientist, your favorite wrestling shooter and hip hop enthusiast. Deuces.